Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of the YoYoFit Cube smartwatch with heart rate and blood pressure sensor, and also fitness tracker and sleep monitor and music player control, remote camera control, 1.3-inch big screen, activity tracker, pedometer, and so on. Watch for women. I mean, especially in this color, I have pink, and children, but in other colors you can definitely use for men as well. There are a lot of colors available. It's just around $30. Doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to show you what it does not, and I especially will compare it to my last watch, which I've been reviewing just a couple of days ago, the Digi U Watch 3. So it is in a really similar price range, similar style, similar size, similar everything, and I'm going to compare it to this one because I'm really happy with this one. It's hard to beat that one. So yeah, let's see what we really get. By the way, the box, yeah, it arrived really dirty. So if you want to make this as a gift, you have to clean it before. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but yeah, maybe at this price range, it's hard to expect something more. What I have to tell you, positive things about the YoYoFit. Yeah, I had already reviewed a YoYoFit, I think about 1 year ago, and it was for my wife, and she's wearing it since about 1 year every day. She's doing cleaning. I mean, she's a professional cleaner. She's using it every day, even with really sharp things like strong cleaners and so on, and she has it on every day, and it has almost not discolored, not any problem at all, and it's quite reliable, holds the charge for a pretty long time, so it's not a bad thing to go with YoYoFit. I think it's definitely not a scam. Here we have the short instructions. No, that are not instructions. This is just what you can get, different colors. I think there are even more colors. Yeah, here there's in English, German, and daily water resistant, but not for swimming. That's important. What you get? Yeah, the watch, wristband, and the charger to remove the strap. Yeah, that's usually easy to charge. Yeah, and to start you need to download the CC Band app, and then we'll go from there. Usually it's not a big deal, so I don't blame them if they have not everything in the manual, because usually these apps are pretty easy and self-explaining. So we get this nice bag that looks actually good. So this is more like something like a gift if you get this. So it's fully assembled, of course, not the wristband separated. Here we get the cable. So it's a proprietary cable. Like always, you have to be careful. Even when they look very similar to other cables, don't use other cables from other watches, because the pins, like the plus and minus, could be reversed, and when you use that on this watch, you could damage that easily. So just use the one here, make sure. So, and here we have to open that here. Looks really nice. Yeah, cannot complain. That's awesome, and that's definitely a very similar style to this one. Similar size. Yeah, it doesn't focus, unfortunately. Similar size, similar style. The button is a little bit different, but also the wristband is very similar. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. Yeah, definitely. So we take this away because we want to see how it looks when we turn on it the first time. Sorry for that. So yeah, let's plug it in and see if we can charge it. So of course we have to open that thing. Yeah, the wristband is not bad. I would say it's pretty solid. It's a little bit bent, but it's quite thick. it's sturdy. Yeah, that could definitely be a good one. We have to find out from which side we have to charge. When you get closer to that, you will feel if there's like a traction or like there's a push away. So it pushed me away, so it will be from this side. So the magnets are really strong, which I like. It's better than with this one. That's one of the only disadvantages with the YumiDigi. It has very weak magnets. So here we have really strong magnet. That's a positive thing. And unfortunately, I forgot to show you what it shows, but I think it was not turned on, so I turn it on, and probably now you can see what it does nothing. Yeah, okay, took a couple of seconds. Now it's showing that it is charging, and we let it fully charge before we start that, of course. So I've been searching on the Google Play Store for the CC band, and it looks like it's available. 50,000 plus downloads. Yeah, reviews are not so good, but yeah, sometimes a lot of people are complaining, and sometimes these apps, yeah, don't get deceived by that. Sometimes the same app will be used for different watches, and sometimes people make reviews actually not for the software, not for the app, but actually for the watch which they get. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to say if the app is really bad. Of course, it's not looking very good, but I will let you know how this works. So I'm installing and set it up, and then I'm going to show you what it can do. So here we are. After installing software, was pretty fast. It's really small. That's good. Only 17 megabytes. Now you are on the screen. I didn't have to register. It's also good. You can hit skip, and then you don't have to register with your email. What we need, of course, we have to know the model. That's SW305. You can see that here. That's important when we want to connect the app with the watch. We hit this here and it searches for devices. We can already see it. We can click on that and it's already connected. That was super fast. Definitely, I think one of the fastest connections, fastest connections of any smartwatches which I have ever tested so far. So let's get to the second part of this review about the YoYoFit smartwatch. I had it almost on now for 24 hours, not exactly, but close to. Maybe it was 20 hours or so, but still I had it. I have it used a little bit for exercising and had it on the whole night. How was it the whole night? Yeah, there was nothing actually which prevented from turning on the screen when I moved around my wrist. This is bad, but that was already a problem with the old one. I mean, it doesn't do crazy things, but sometimes it's just illuminating when you have total dark bedroom, and then it's a little bit annoying when it's turning on all the time. It can also annoy your spouse or whatever. Of course, you can go to the settings and then turn a little bit or dim a little bit the brightness, but doing that with that watch every night, yeah, it can be a little bit a pain. You can set here some kind of sleep time, which is set default at 10 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. But it seems like it didn't do anything. It's just like an indication on when it should monitor your sleep. So, but apart from that, I mean, it was looking good. It's light, it's sturdy, I think. It's beautiful. I mean, I like the color. Color is probably, yeah, very close to that, what you see on the camera. Here the back again, sensors have been working, everything good. Yeah, one thing I wanted to show you before I start in detail, the charging. Yeah, I have it here. I mean, charging was actually easy with the magnet. You flip it around and then you try to align that. You will definitely notice when it's the right way. When you have it the wrong way, it will push it back. And when you have it the right way, it's a strong magnet. It will really attract the charger. And then the good thing, you will see, as long as it's charging, you will see this light. This is a really rare thing. Most of the smartwatches don't have this. You have it turned around and you don't know when it's fully charged. The bad thing is that it takes really, really long. Even with a really strong charger, yeah, it took about 4 hours for a full charge, and I started at about, can't remember, maybe 30-40%. Yeah, you really have to almost charge it overnight, and it's not only once per week or once per month. No, I think you would have to do it definitely every 2, 3, or at least 4 days. That's really bad. I have seen the battery going down when you hold it. I mean, I'm going to show you how this works here, but when you hold it, long hold it, then you get some information and you can see the battery, at least I would say 35% is used now, so means maybe 3 days. Yeah, so yeah, maybe let's start with the watch. Here we can see that, of course, there's no flickering when you see that in real. It's just the camera. There is no touch screen here, nothing, no. There is just a touch button. So this is the only sensitive area here. There's one button here, and I mean, of course, there's also one button here to go back. Maybe we can turn it off with long press. I haven't even checked till now. Yeah, it says goodbye, and then to turn on again, you probably have to long press or start charging it. This is the thing. Hello, and we are back here. So that's it here. Not much to do with this button. It's a little bit strange that it's on the left side. Usually you would have it on the right side. And then let's go back to the sensor. Really the only sensitive area is here. And you can go through, you can cycle through all the menus with a short push. Like, yeah, we start here with the some information about calories, walking, steps, what you did, and so on during the whole day. I'm surprised that I see a 0. Obviously, the restart set everything on 0, which is definitely not so good. Maybe I'll have to connect it again. And so again, let's go to the next menu. I think I never did something here. So yeah, the heart rate and blood pressure, we have to long press to start, and it will show you then the result, especially the heart rate here, which is, yeah, it's a little bit difficult with the finger, of course, but it's measuring it. And then it keeps saying loading. If you want to stop that, you have to long press, and then you can leave to the next menu. You press again, and it will show you the blood pressure. You can, of course, do a long press, and then you can measure your blood pressure. I haven't double checked it with a doctor or so, but based on my experience, usually this works pretty good. I have done this already a couple of times with different watches, and it worked really good, but I definitely cannot give you a confirmation how good this is here. Then we short press again. Usually, yeah, it's still loading. We have to leave this mode with a long press, and we go to the sports mode. We can enter sports mode again with long press, and we have different modes. When we want to start walking, recording, we also have to, yeah, I've missed that. Yeah, we have to go back to walking, long press, and now we can start with walking. And when we want to stop that, of course, we have to long press on this menu again, short press to go to stop, long press. It's a little bit difficult, or I mean, you have to get used to that, but you can really do everything here. So let's go back also with a long press. Then we go to next menu, messaging. Yeah, that worked pretty good. I got all the messages. I don't have to go into this menu. Usually when you're wearing your watch and you have it connected to your mobile phone, then you get your messages if you have it set up here. I don't have to show you here. You can use that thing also to release shutter via your smartphone as well. Player never did really do something. You can long press and then you go into this menu, and yeah, it's everything here, but it didn't do anything. So let's go back, but it was the same with other watches as well. So we have also some settings here or other menus. we have the style. I can show you that. The first you have already seen. Yeah, sometimes it's even difficult for me. Long press, you have style 2. Let's see how this looks. Of course, we have to go back. And yeah, that's this style here. And that's style number 3. So let's go and see. Yeah, that's really nothing really. Now style 4. Yeah, that's also, you see the hours, minutes, seconds, date, and I mean daytime, battery. Yeah, for me, definitely I'll go with the number 1. Then we have the find phone. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, seems to work. Yeah, not very loud, but it works. Then we have a stopwatch. Then we have a reset of the watch. Then we have the brightness. 3 different. Yeah, now there are more levels. Yeah, you can see I have a really wide range. You could use that during the night, but then you don't see anything during the day. So I think I had it on full. Yeah, of course, costs some battery to confirm, of course, with long press. And then there's a QR code, I think, to connect to the smartphone, but that's actually it here on the watch. There's nothing else you can do. There's no timer, there's no alarm you can set, but at least you can start and stop the fitness activity here. And yeah, battery is not perfect, but I would say 3 or 4 days. It is not waterproof. I mean, it is some kind of water resistant, but I would definitely not go swimming with such a watch. Here we are at the app here. The app is pretty cool. The app is a really good one. It doesn't have really good reviews, but I'm really happy with it actually. So here we have the connection. We have already seen that. Here's the home page where you have a lot of information. You can see the thing of the current day, I think. Now it went to 0. Is it disconnected? Yeah, I really don't know. If I touched something that it disappeared. It went just away. I had some information here. I guess it was steps, calories, and so on. Yeah, when we see the battery level, you can see, I think it's showing 57%. Yeah, after 1 day, that makes only 2 days. Even barely. Yeah, not so much. That's disappointing. But the good thing is here, this display, this graph, this everything. This is really awesome. Check this out here. When I click here, it will show you here the day, and you can go back and forth, like you can see it today, yesterday, and so on, and you see everything, like the step count, the calories burned, the distance. You can see the deep sleep duration, you can see total sleep duration, heart rate over the day, blood pressure over the whole course of the day. You have also a weekly chart for the same thing. You have also a monthly chart, same thing, yearly chart, yearly chart, same thing. Yeah, that's really awesome. And this is something like this overview I haven't seen in any kind of other fitness apps. So good, such a really nice overview. That's really nice. I mean, of course, we don't have to talk much about sleep, how accurate this is. It's really difficult to get any accurate, really accurate measurements from any kind of smartwatch during the night. Sometimes even if you cannot sleep at all, it will show really nice values. But usually heart rate and blood pressure isn't bad at all. So here we have the rest of the menu, like user profile, history, records. Is the same thing as here. It's no difference. Than exercise tracking. You can start something, but you can do this with Google Maps or something like Google Fit as well. No difference. Goal settings, like how many steps you want to do. And the settings, a lot of things are here, like a little bit hidden. So you have remote media control, camera control, incoming call alerts. That has been working really good. I got almost instant notification of a call, SMS alerts, and I think that was even more. Let's see. Yeah, wrist sense, of course, turn the screen on when you move your wrist. Timed monitoring, whatever this is, can't even remember. Yes, short messaging notification worked for me so far. I have only WhatsApp on. You see what you can do. And of course you have to give the authorization to the app before you can use that. Preset heart rate, you can set maximum, so you can get an alert when you exceed the maximum heart rate which you set. Sedentary alert, sleep settings, that's a thing here, but didn't do anything for me actually. Maybe it helps the app to better sleep track a little bit, so it doesn't show you sleep during the day. Alarm settings, it's a little bit bad. You just have 2 alarms. So you set them here, you say activate or not activate, repeat days, different days. You can set the days of the week where you want to have it, like 2 different alarms. Yeah, one usually, of course, during the weekday when you work, maybe another alarm during the weekend. That's it. And you can't like activate or deactivate it here. You can't change that here, nothing. It's just here, but it works. The good thing, it's reliable, it works, and it's strong. It really wakes you up with the really strong vibration. That is not too bad. Then we have firmware upgrade, firmware repair kit. I tried that, but it always said it's on the latest firmware. And that's actually already it. And yeah, so what's my opinion on that? I mean, this app, apart from that it went to 0 here again and here again, apart from that, I mean, I really like that. Yeah, this is definitely the best overview of any kind of fitness apps with fitness watch which I have seen so far, definitely. And that looks really tempting. Apart from that, the watch, yeah, I mean, it works, but is it best watch for $35? Yeah, definitely not. I mean, if you are in the range, like if you have a budget of about $35, there's the Yumi DG U Watch 3. It has very similar size, similar formats, very similar. I mean, this is a little bit more stylish, I would say. It's a little bit larger, it's a little bit thinner, a little bit larger screen. But this, I mean, it's the same price and it has so much more. It has a normal touchscreen which you can use to start and set a lot. You have also the heart rate, but you have also alarms, you have a timer, you have a stopwatch. You can do so much more with this one, and the battery lasts for 10 days instead of 2 days here. 10 days here, and it's fully waterproof. You can swim, you can take a shower, you can go to bath, you can do everything. Is fully swim proof. It's so much better based on my experience. Of course, it doesn't have a blood pressure sensor. That's the disadvantage here. That's the really nice thing here, the blood pressure sensor. But apart from that, I would say this is way beyond this watch. I mean, except you really like the style and the blood pressure, and the app here, which is awesome. Apart from that, 90% of the things are definitely better with this one. And you get also a version which has pink. With both you get different, definitely different colors, really nice styles. And I will put down the link to both of the listings into the description, so you can check it out, order it right from there if you like it. I mean, both are actually a good value. It's not cheap, it's not dirt cheap. It's not like a scam or something like that. My wife has already YoYoFit since 1 year. She's pretty happy with it, works pretty reliable, but I just think this thing has definitely much more functions, much better to work. I mean, both do not have their own GPS. We cannot expect this with $35, but I think they are pretty good values so far. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you. little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about your things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.